the first parks in Illinois. The name Pottawatomie comes from the Native American tribe that roamed the land by the Fox River prior to the 1800s. Today, Pottawatomie is St. Charles Park District's most popular park, with more than 100,000 visitors each year. Popular amenities such as the 9-hole golf course, ball field, swimming pool, and amphitheater are all standing due to a federal grant in the late 1930s to get the unemployed back to work after the Great Depression. Of course, those structures have undergone renovations over the years, but the history and character of the park remains. The Fox River played a vital part in putting St. Charles on the map as a resort community. In the late 1800s, tourists and residents took advantage of the cool water during the hot summer months. And by the early 1900s, summer cottages started popping up along the banks of the river. passing the Pottawatomie Golf Course. The course was designed in 1939 by renowned golf course architect Robert Trent Jones Sr. It was ranked 15th best 9-hole course in America, according to Golf World magazine in 2000. 2010. Another accolade of the golf course is its status as an Audubon certified sanctuary. In 1997, it was the first 9-hole course to earn this international certification. The course has maintained its status ever since, which is a testament to the Park District's dedication to protecting and preserving the natural integrity of the course. Woods, a dedicated nature preserve of 73 acres, dominated by a red oak and white oak natural forest. Some of these trees are more than 100 years old. This area is rich with a diverse population of plants, such as the twin leaf, squawroot, milkweed, ferns, and blue ash, providing a thriving habitat for squirrels, woodchucks, American toads, and 41 species of nesting birds. The nature preserve is one of the highest quality natural areas remaining in the region. The nature preserve is named after the Norris family, who owned and protected the property for many years. Delora and Lester Norris were philanthropists in St. Charles, gifting funds for cultural, educational, and governmental projects across the city. The Arcana Theater, the original Delmore Hospital, St. Charles Municipal Center, and St. Charles East High School were all made possible thanks to their generosity. They also contributed to the Norris Recreation Center, now operated by the Park District. The Fox River Trail runs through Norris Woods. The trail is 45 miles from Oswego to Algonquin and passes many scenic routes along the way. Norris Woods being one of them. It's used by cyclists, walkers, hikers, and even cross-country skiers. The trail is also dog-friendly. Users have the best of both worlds. The beauty of the nature preserve to the east and the river to the west. Truly a great escape for many. The stretch of the Fox River Trail through Norris Woods is included in the 20 miles of trails owned and operated by the Park District. 200 miles long, from Waukesha, Wisconsin, through northern Illinois, chain of lakes, and St. Charles. Then it heads south until Pottawatomie, Illinois, where it flows into the Illinois River. The stretch of river that is deepest, about 7 or 8 feet, is right above the dam, near the Main Street Bridge on Route 64. As we head north, it will increasingly become more shallow, and right before the next dam in Elgin, and the river is only 1 or 2 feet deep. The first dam in St. Charles was constructed in 1835 and used to power a water wheel to grind grain and cut lumber for the first settlers of St. Charles. That first water wheel is on display in the Harris Bank parking lot on Main Street in downtown St. Charles. You can still see people of all ages enjoying the river via paddle sports and motorized boats. Fishermen also enjoy the waterway with a diverse population of fish to catch, including smallmouth and largemouth bass, channel catfish, bluegill, walleye, flathead codfish, and muskie. that, according to popular belief, was Al Capone's secret retreat during Prohibition. The building, which sits vacant today, supposedly had a much different vibe in the early part of the 19th century when it was a restaurant and pub. The Chicago Tribune recently retold the stories of this restaurant in St. Charles. It goes like this. Al Capone and his gang used the restaurant to make their own beer that was pumped through a copper tubing system that remains underground. There also was a valve in the men's bathroom used to control the flow of alcohol. They pumped the beer through the sink faucets and then switched the valve back to water if police showed up. According to our local history museum, it was only known that Al Capone's beer was sold at the pub. The jury is still out on whether or not Scarface himself frequented the property. Nevertheless, in the 1970s, the property was aptly named Al Capone's Hideaway and Steakhouse and operated as a gangster-themed restaurant for 40 years.
and spaces between us. You have come to show you go on. Near, far, wherever you are, I believe that the heart does go on. Once more, you open the door, and you're here in my heart, and my heart will go on and on. Love was when you loved me, one true time I'll hold to. That is how I know we'll go on. Love can touch us one time and last for a lifetime. That is how I know we'll go on. Near, far, wherever you are, I believe that the heart does go on.
St. Charles was also home to the Union Army Training Ground, Camp Kane. It was located where Langham Park is today, between South 7th Avenue and Route 31 on the east of the river. It is only one of the 4 surviving Civil War training ground sites in Illinois. Today, the park is known for its baseball diamond, playground, and tennis courts, and a popular destination for sledding and ice skating in the winter. But during the Civil War, it is where more than 1,000 Union soldiers in the 8th and 17th Illinois Cavalry received their training. Leading the cavalry was General John Farnsworth and Marcellus Jones, the man who fired the first shot at Gettysburg. Farnsworth, a lawyer and congressman, was a friend of Abraham Lincoln and nominated Lincoln for U.S. President in 1860. The 8th Illinois Cavalry fought in many famous Civil War battles, including Manassas, Williamsburg, and Gettysburg. This cavalry was also ordered to search for John Wilkes Booth and guard Lincoln's tomb while it was in Springfield. During the Civil War, Farnsworth's small law office acted as a military recruiting headquarters and a holding cell for deserting soldiers. Moved from its original location on Cedar Avenue, it's now located on the south side of Langham Park.
2020 is a really special year here on the paddle boats. The 75th anniversary of running paddle boats on the Fox River. With lots of special events. You can keep up with them by liking our Facebook page. We have cruises with breweries and on sunset cruises. And in October, there's a full moon. We have a spooky cruise with the full moon.
Park District added riprap or large stones along the park's shoreline. This system has held up well since its installation, even during 2013 when the river experienced severe flooding. As you look straight ahead, the brown building on the west bank of the river is the Hotel Baker, an iconic landmark that opened its doors in 1928. During the 1920s, when St. Charles had established itself as a resort town, resident and developer Colonel Edward Baker began construction of a 55-room, first-class hotel. Built in Spanish Romantic Revival architecture, the hotel boasted a plethora of modern amenities. It used the power of the Fox River to provide electricity, avoiding power outages and adding to the comfort of its many guests. The hotel featured the Rainbow Room for dancing and dining, with a custom pipe organ and more than 2,000 blinking lights under a glass block floor, the first of its kind in the world. The trophy room is a replica of a Spanish courtyard, complete with balconies, a fountain, and simulated sky. And the outside rose garden includes 150 rose bushes.
All right, folks, in preparation for docking, would everybody please find a seat? We'll let you know when it's safe to disembark.